Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Indigo Twin. This is my first time here on YouTube. I am part of a twin partnership. At the moment we are both working on our missions in life, and part of my mission has been to bring healing to others in the world, to other twins, to other soulmate relationships, soul partnerships, anything to do with finding love, unconditional love. So what I've got in front of you, I use the cartouche cards. Now the cartouche cards are an Egyptian card. I also use Alana Fairchild's Isis cards, but we'll go into that later. What I've got here today for you is a reading. So how I like to do these readings is I go with the masculine, the partnership, and the feminine. So what I have here is also looking at what has been in the past, in the immediate now, and also looking towards the future. Now this reading I'm doing for the week ahead, that would be from September the 5th on the Monday. So let's just have a look at the energies that are going on right now. So the first card here I have for the masculine is the Sphinx. There's the Sphinx. Okay, what does the Sphinx mean? Patience. Basically the masculine, for the masculine, be it whether it's a partnership of two males, two females, the one who carries the most masculine energy. What it's saying to me is that in the recent past, the masculine has actually been working on just observing, just allowing things to unfold, to see how they're going. He's not saying too much. He's just watching, observing. So he may come and go a little bit, sort of just to see, check in, is she still there? But that's kind of more or less what he's doing right now. However, the feminine in the recent past, and I have the wing disc here. So the wing disc is the sun. It's a solid disc. To me, it's one of my favourite cards. It suggests success. I like it. I like the two twins. The two wings remind me of the twin flame journey. So whilst the masculine has been sitting back and observing, the feminine has been feeling a bit of success going her way. Things are starting to go her way. She's beginning to accept things. So she's going along going, okay, everything is okay here. That's kind of where the feminine is. Now when we look at the present, okay, we have the card here for the masculine, the Uraeus. Now I know I jumped through to the feminine there, and I'm just going to focus on the masculine. Uraeus, it's the serpent, it's like the cobra. Basically, Uraeus is about honesty, wisdom, caution, basically wise handling of situations. So the masculine at the moment, again, being patient, being cautious. So he's sitting back, observing, not going on into a lot of movement forward. However, he's still there. He's still looking there. He's still looking towards the feminine over here, just considering things, considering what his options are right now. Now down here in the near future, we have the buckle of Isis. Okay, so what the buckle of Isis, or the knot of Isis, it signifies growth with sacrifice. Okay, in other words, the masculine, sitting here patiently, observing, not saying too much, is considering his options. Which direction should he go? There could be sacrifices that he needs to make in order to come into union. And there are the things that he is considering right now. it's also a suggestion of fertility. Now, not in sort of birthing a child, but this could also mean the growth, starting something new. Now, whether that's something that he's considering in his life or whether it's directed towards the twin, we'll tie that into things as we go along. However, he does know deep down inside that there will need to be some form of sacrifice. Now let's move over to the feminine now. We look at the winged disc. She's doing great. She's really pleased with herself at the work that she's been doing. And congratulations, feminine. I know in my circumstance and other twins that I know, we've been doing a lot of work on ourselves. And I think that is the key. We really need to be working on ourselves. In order for any partnership to come together, we must be whole within ourselves. Now, looking at the present, at now, we have the water card. Now, water is nothing but movable, changes, things happening. Okay, the feminine is sitting there knowing that there are changes happening. She's going through changes. She knows that things are going on with her. She absolutely knows that things are happening. So what she needs to do right now is reflect on life. Reflect on truly what does she want? What do you want right now? Do you want to go into the partnership? Is this what you really want? The idea behind this is knowing that even though you have your twin, is it your twin or is there always something better? So the feminine is really focusing on her emotions, actually reining in her emotions, really drawing those emotions in and basically observing life, enjoying the things that she's doing. Now, looking at the immediate future, we have Osiris. The Osiris is the god, the masculine. It's a very masculine card. It is. He's the Lord of Light. There's wisdom, security, stability in Osiris. Now, what that tells me about the feminine and where she's moving is that she's been doing the work. She's dealing with her emotions. Now she's becoming stronger within herself. She's actually beginning to balance, learning how to balance her feminine and masculine. Now that's a big deal. That is something very large in the scheme of things, and it's very, very important in a twin flame relationship. So here she is just gaining this momentum, really coming into herself, really coming into her own soul purpose. Let's go down to the partnership. Togetherness. What's going on here? Okay, fire card. It's also card number 11. Very twin flame, very twin partnership. It is basically being in the past. It's actually burning. It's burning up the past. There's energy, there's creativity in here, there's loyalty. It's burning bridges, clearing, a lot of that. Both twins are actually really working on this clearing themselves up, clearing up the things, cutting cords from past relationships. This is really what this is. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes and coming forward. And we come forward into Cyrus. Cyrus is all about pioneering. It's awareness, adventure, entering into the unknown. Right now, this is what's going on. Both the masculine and the feminine. He's sitting there observing. She's dealing with her emotions. The coming together, the whole pioneering spirit of a twin soul connection relationship. It's all here. It is all here. This is what's going on right now. This is something that we need to focus on. Know that no matter what, at the end of the day, We are on a mission. We are on a mission to change things in the world. This is what we need to do. This is our purpose. Let's focus on this. Let's be the adventure. Now let's look into the future. We have Isis. That's interesting. We have Osiris and the wife of Osiris, Isis, the mother. Isis is the wife of Osiris. She's all about compassion, nurturing, caring, perseverance, coming to the impossible, making the impossible possible. This is what Isis is all about. She's the mother, the ultimate feminine. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that the masculine is considering his options. He's really considering his options right now. The feminine is learning to balance him, masculine and feminine energies. And then we have this beautiful card, Isis, this nurturing. What this tells me is that this is what we need to be doing. We know the mission. We get rid of the past. We burn the bridges. We cut the cords. We do the work. It's all about the adventure of the mission, bringing good to the world, bringing peace to the world, bringing unconditional love to the world. Guarded, overseen by the light, the beautiful golden light of Isis, the ultimate goddess. This is what this is all about. Now I also have on the bottom of the deck the Ptah card. This is about work. We know work needs to be done. We all have the work. This is what we need to do. Interesting enough, when I pulled that card, underneath it was the twins. So that is telling me that we are truly being guided here to really focus on ourselves, our mission, and then falling into partnership. Now I'm going to take a card from Alana Fairchild's Isis cards. I'm going to read it out to you. It's called The Miracle of Isis. Funny enough, that really ties into our outcome card here, looking towards the future. So we have the Miracle of Isis. Now I'll just read through what the Miracle of Isis is. There is a ritual and an exercise at the end, and I will do that as a recording, and you don't necessarily have to do it now, but do it when you can, because often with these rituals, they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You may need objects or candles or things like that, so do it at your leisure and when you can. So what is the miracle? The miracle of Isis is miraculous healing of the goddess. Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the healing arts and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers the miracle of healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing, to let go and let the goddess be. The Lady Isis wishes to lift a load that has become too heavy for you. To heal on your own, beloved, she cannot take something away from you if you are not willing to release it to her. However, release for healing means trust, letting go of the attachment to outcome and how that outcome might be achieved, and opening to the divine genius of healing that seeks to express the perfection of divine love through you now. To hand something over for healing, especially when it has been a long-term or persistent difficulty, or simply seems to be too great or overwhelming to be healed, takes a radical change of mind and heart to dare to hope without becoming attached to how or when something can happen, to surrender without forgetting to follow your intuition and act accordingly, to trust even though you may have been disappointed or hurt in the past. All these things take skill and courage. Yet these are requirements for us to surrender into the great healing of the divine. Lady Isis speaks through this oracle and says to you that recovery from trauma and emotional healing is not only possible, but if you are willing, it can happen for you now. No matter the depth of grief, loss, despair, fear or anger, love can and will absorb all of it. This oracle is also an indication that a spiritual gift or awakening of deep healing ability at a new level are coming your way. Keep your eyes and heart open and let go of doubt or fear about opening up to a new level of proficiency. Dedicate your work to divine love and trust that it will all flow through you stronger now. You are capable of great work when you trust in your own heart and the love of the divine flowing through you with total surrender. That is just beautiful. That, tied in with this, really just gives us a real overview of what we need to do. Trust, letting go of the past in order to move forward. This is our goal. This is our mission. This is what we need to do. Now I'll just hold the card up to you. This is the miracle of Isis. Okay? The miracle of Isis. She's the healing. Okay? Now I love this card too because it's like, here she is on the back of Osiris. It's like a partnership. It's so beautiful. Now what I'll do is I'll go through the ritual. Ideally, you use a flower for this exercise, but you can also use a small crystal or sacred object in its place. It's anything such as a stone, a small dish of sand, or anything that you're willing to release completely after the ritual is completed. So once you've found your object, sit quietly and gaze at your object of choice. Say, I call upon the loving miracle healing of Isis. Just as this flower or other sacred object is subject to creation and destruction, life and death, so too can the pain that has plagued me finally rest in peace, in the loving embrace of the goddess. Now hold your left hand over your heart and your right hand over the sacred object of your choice and say, I give deep honouring and gratitude for the sacrifice of this beloved sacred flower or object. And now release the pain, the issue, any attachment to it. Conscious or unconscious, into this sacred receptacle now. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, allow any pain, attachment, or suffering to flow from your heart, out of your right hand, and be transferred into the sacred object. Say aloud, Beloved Isis, miracle healer and priestess of the healing arts, take this suffering from me now. I surrender it to you to heal. Let me find the wisdom and the peace, the resolution that is meant to come from this dark blessing. May the darkness be turned to light. With karmic grace and unconditional love, so be it. Thank you for your assistance, beloved. I open to your miracle healing completely. Withdraw your hands into prayer position and gently bow before your object, before taking it and placing it somewhere in a garden or natural setting where it would not be disturbed. It is recommended that you tuck it into the earth or place it where it is not likely to be picked up by any curious wanderers by. There's also an incantation to say whenever you feel, if you don't have the opportunity to do the ritual, then you can say this to finish your practice or any other time that you need miraculous energy. Now, as I say a line, I usually leave a gap so that you can actually repeat it to yourself, because it's often hard to read and try and say something when you're not sure of it. So that's why there's a pause, just to let you know. So now say this at any time that you need some miraculous energy and after your ritual. Love and light, peace and power. Miracle healing descends this hour. The wings of Isis drenched with feeling. Nothing escapes her miracle healing. Surrendered to her from my heart so true, which is now exactly what I choose to do. Gratitude to Isis for the miracle coming to me. Her love and grace now set me free. Now, as I said, you can say that any time. So just to sort of cap off for the end of the things, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, subscribe. I am looking at doing these on a weekly basis. And also I work with a specific reading where I do a monthly one. So that may be coming soon, even though we're already a few days into September. So just be patient with me. You can also make donations through PayPal if you like this reading. That also enables me to work through this. And if you are interested in a reading, just a personal reading, then I'm happy to do those as well. The details are below, my email. So I do hope you've enjoyed this, and for now I say farewell, and I'll see you next